Okay, starting all over again. So basically, you just want to find a job that you will love and that can support yourself as you get more settled into like your 20s or your 30s. Um, if it's, if that job isn't doing it for you, then more than you should, you know, your goals should change your whole life. So to be stuck with one career and to just settle for that, if you're making a fair amount of money and you're able to go to another secular, another type of schooling, or I'm just losing my train of thought today. And do another type of business or job or whatever, that's like great. I think that you're never too old to stop learning, and that you should always improve your mind, your physical being, your spiritual being, and that that's like keeps you just going, and mentally just grounds you to where you don't feel like you're stuck in an area you want to be. And I never want you guys to be stuck in a career you don't want to be in. If there's a will, there's a way. Find that way to take care of what you need to take care of to be able to move on, to be happier, whether it be with a boyfriend or a career or where you're living at. If there's a will, there's a way. Just find the way to be able to get the means to get to that point. So always keep your doors open. I know that it's so funny to me that when people hear me sing when I'm out and about, they always come over and they're like, oh my God, like this is like a new thing I've heard. It's so funny. You should be a singer, and they're like, I've never heard that before. Like, I've never thought about that before. Like, it's an epiphany they had and nobody else has said it or thought it. You should have been a singer. Why aren't you a singer? And, I tell them, I'm like, and they get like really about it. Like, why are you wasting your time with karaoke? And I'm like, first of all, I don't want to be a singer. I wanted to be a mom. Being a singer means like, you're going to be away from your kids, or your kids are never going to have an established home. They're going to be either having someone else watching them at that established home, or they're going to be with you and they're going to be on the road. They're not ever going to have a home being on the road. They're never going to have the same friends being on the road. So, no, that's not what I want to do. I am doing what I want to do. I don't even want to be in a band, because that's just too much right now. It's too much of a relationship and a commitment with other people that I have to get along with. And, I just don't want anybody controlling the way that I sing or how I sing or what I should sing. So I choose not to do those things. Not that I could be a singer. It doesn't mean I could be a singer. To me, a lot of times the singers are a dime a dozen. There's a lot of people that sound awesome, that blow me out of the water. So it's like anybody could go be a singer. I mean, you guys know there's singers out there now that if you hear them live, you're like, what the hell? They're on the stage because they're gorgeous, not because their singing is amazing without having to be retaped over and made to sound way better so their albums will sell. Or I've had even people be like, you should really go into this Fat Girl Brownies thing and really make something out of this, yada yada. And I'm like, I really don't want to be making brownies 24/7. Are you crazy? And like I tell them, like, are you going to pay my bills while I'm trying to get this business established and going? Are you going to be here to watch my own children and take care of them? And it's funny when you put all that weight on them that this is what needs to be done. Are you willing to help me because you're the one getting the attitude because I choose not to do it? People change their minds really quick about it. I'm like, I am doing the job that I want to do. Whether you think it's just babysitting, I'm a licensed group daycare provider. I have a business that I pay taxes on and that I love to do, and that I am making a difference in children's lives. And then if I'm not going to be doing that, I'm also going to be doing foster care. And then when I'm done doing that, if I get to have my dream job and do a bed and breakfast when I'm in my 50s, it doesn't end. The only way it ends is if you stop it. So, anyway, so what I'm saying is anything you decide to do, don't quit. Always finish it, because there may be a point where I'm like, you know, I do want to be a manicurist on the weekends and make extra money. You know, it's not in vain. It wasn't a big expensive class, and I have it under my belt, you know. So, let's see. So anyways, wait a minute. I thought I had some more. Anyways, just, you know that you're never too old to stop learning, and that whatever you really love now, English, you will probably love for a long, long time, because if you feel that in your heart, that this is what I want to do, I want to work with people, I want to work in the food industry, I love to cook at home, and there's so much more you can learn from that. You know, whatever, you know, feel it in your heart, make a list, and always put the negatives. Put a list of positive, put a list of negatives. It doesn't matter what that job is you decide to do, whether it be waitressing or working some big corporate business, running or owning or whatever. Listen to what your heart tells you. Write everything down. Weigh the pros and cons. And you'll decide, you know, you don't think you're going to be making a mistake. Because let's say you do that and you're successful at that and you're making good money, then eventually you might be like, you know, I kind of think I do want to do this. So you'll take night classes or you'll take weekend classes. I'm sure it's pretty much kind of the same there as it is in America. And, you know, you'll get your degree, even if it takes a few years, and you'll move on to that next thing. And if that's what you want to be and that's where you're at for 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 years, then that's where you're at. If you decide to go back, you're always able to go back because you were already successful one time. You already established your reputation in that business that you're awesome and amazing, and you could go so far with your life. The only thing that's stopping you is you. Nobody else. You are the only thing. And if you need to, you seriously bust your ass to get where you want to go. Because believe me, I busted my ass with the kid on my back and went way farther than I ever thought I would ever go, making more money than I ever thought I could make. I mean, I used to think, oh, making this so many thousands of dollars, wow, I don't think I could do that. Now I make almost twice that amount of money because I put a lot into my business. And basically it's just busting your ass and working hard at whatever you want to do. You can do it, English. And I know you have it in you. You're an amazing artist. You're so creative. You're funny. You're intelligent. And you're just 13. You have the world laying out in front of you. Just decide what pieces you want to take and keep and go with it. I know it seems like it's such a hard thing, but it really isn't. It's so easy because any job you want, you have to feel it in your heart and truly believe in that job and love that job. Whatever you pick, it doesn't matter, but that you honestly, truly love what you're doing. And that is where you will make your mark and you will make a difference in the world, no matter what. I don't care if it's wiping snotty noses or an elderly person's butt. There are people that love those people and that appreciate everything that you do for them because they can't do it, or they just won't do it, or they're not able to do it. So when you do these things for them, they so appreciate it and love you, and so will these people. And then you also will be blessed in your life, you know, for doing these things. So, you know, I hope this has helped you, English. You know, I told you this was like really hard for me because the difference between the UK and the United States is like, oh wow, this is going to be a hard one. But I hope that I'm able to help you and your friends and make you feel a little bit better about it. And I love you, girl. You're amazing. Check our channel out if I haven't already said that. English, I think it's English Makeup. I'll write it. I'll post it on here. You know how bad I am. And she'll post it down below. But she's an amazing artist. She is an amazing woman. Young woman. So anyways, I'm running out of time. But I love you girls and at Girls Rule.